How to find motivated seller leads for real estate. Guys, in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you the 4 strategies, the marketing channels that we use to get motivated seller leads all the time. Guys, stick with me till the end of this video because the 4th marketing channel I'm gonna share with you, it's one that generated close to $1.4 million in gross revenue to my business last year. Now, you might be watching this thinking, well, I'm good at sales. I love talking with people. I have great quality conversations, but the issue is I just don't have enough leads to talk to. I don't have enough people to have those great conversations with. Guys, in this video, I'm gonna break it down so that you can have quality conversations because these 4 marketing channels, they're gonna bring in a ton of leads. Number 1, self-generation. Now guys, what does this mean? Self-generation can be done multiple ways. One of the ways is just simply driving for dollars, right? When you're out and about, and there's a couple ways to think about this. There's a book out there called Atomic Habits. And what it does is you have these habits that are part of your life each and every day. And sometimes it's hard to add new habits to your like regimen, to your whole schedule. So what do you do and what's a hack that works? This book taught me this. There's things that you're already doing without thinking. For example, for me, every time before I go to bed, I'm brushing my teeth. That's just standard. It's just something I always do. So what I do now is use that habit as a trigger to do something else. For me, maybe it's brushing my teeth triggers me to also say my prayer before I go to bed, right? In the morning, when I brush my teeth, maybe that's a trigger for me to make sure my mindset's positive or do 15 push-ups. So you can use these habits to stack new habits. Again, with this, you're driving to the grocery store. That's something that happens frequently throughout the week. So as you are going to the store, let that be the trigger that says, hey, I'm not gonna take the freeway or the highway. I'm gonna take the back roads and I'm gonna drive through the neighborhoods. So this is a simple way, driving for dollars, and you're looking for distressed properties. Ones that look ran down, ones that have boarded up windows, ones that have curling shingles. That is one strategy you can use already for self-generation. The other 2 strategies for self-generation go hand in hand. One of them is directly working with real estate agents. Now, why would you do that? Every now and again, they go on appointments where they come across a listing opportunity where they're sitting down with the client and they realize the home may not be sellable. It may not be something that can be sold on the market because it's not livable or lendable. Maybe it's bad shape, bad condition, and some of the things that are wrong with the home don't allow like a traditional lender to lend on the deal. Now, because of that, if you're having quality conversations with these real estate agents, you're able to say, hey, when you come across these deals, instead of just simply walking away, let me know about it and I'll still involve you in the deal where you can make a commission on it, but I'll buy it for cash. All you got to do is let them know, hey, this isn't a good fit for me, but I got a guy that will come over here and possibly buy this for cash. The second way is working with other wholesalers. Now, you got to have an abundant mindset for this. Many of you might be thinking, why would I work with other wholesalers? Why would I work with my competition? Your competition, you may find out that they have a small cash buyers list. And because hopefully with you being subscribed to this channel, hopefully you know that a big cash buyers list is the only way to go. The bigger the cash buyers list, the more money you can make on each deal. Now, there could be other wholesalers out there that don't have a big cash buyers list. They come across the deal and they find out one of their cash buyers don't want it. Now, what you can do is, because you're having those quality conversations with them, when they come across any kind of hiccups, struggles, or challenges in their wholesaling business, they reach out to you because you had that open, abundant mindset to say, hey, if you ever need me, reach out to me. We're here to help. If you need us to push out a deal out to our cash buyers list, let us know. And because of that, you can pick up these deals all through self-generating activities. Number 2, cold calling. What the heck is cold calling? This is where you will acquire either a list, and that's something that you can get from driving for dollars. As you're looking at homes, you're jotting down the addresses, or you can get them from your county or your city. Or if you do what we do, we just get it from a company called PropStream. In fact, we have a link down in the description that allows you to learn more about PropStream, but ultimately you can also try it out for 7 days for free by clicking on that link. But those sources, depending on where you go, are where you can buy or get lists that really show that there could be signs of motivation. It could be a tax delinquent list, a pre-foreclosure list. It could be a probate list, eviction list, notice of default, divorce. There's so many lists out there. And what you do when you have these lists is you're gonna upload these to a skip tracer. Now there's a company out there that we use, it's called Skip Vault. We'll again include a link down below so that you can learn more about them and why we use them. And if you use that link, you can even get a discount on skip tracing. Now, what is skip tracing? Once you upload these lists, what they're gonna do is in instant time, like right when you push send, they go out and they get all the phone numbers to these individuals and bring it back to you like instantly, so that you have these lists and you have these phone numbers so that you can then pick up the phone, whether it's your own cell phone or whether you upload it to like a dialer. We use a company called Mojo Dialer, but where you just simply pick up the phone and just start dialing away and cold calling these individuals. That is another form of marketing to start finding quality leads that can turn into big deals. The third marketing channel, guys, is direct mail. And the biggest thing I can say about direct mail is keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. This is something that should be just a simple postcard. It doesn't need to be a letter that you're spending $1 between postage and someone to fulfill it. This is something that can be just as simple as a 37-cent postcard that you're sending out. That's just a white postcard with black handwriting that we don't write, but it's printed on. That's just a simple message. Hey, my name's Cody. I'm interested in your home at 123 Main Street. If you're looking to sell, please call me at boom. Keep it simple. No logos, no pictures, no one wants to be sold. Make it where they have to read it to know what the postcard's about. A key part, much like cold calling, is you're gonna have to acquire lists. Again, you can get these through just your county, your city, your courthouse, your township, your municipality. You can get them from those areas, but sometimes it can be hard. While we're recording this, you got the pandemic going on, you got COVID-19 going on, where a lot of cities are closed down at this time. If that's the case, don't let that stress you out. We do have that link again that we talked about during our cold calling that leads you over to PropStream. And if you use that link, you can actually try their software out for 7 days before they even bill you anything. But an easy software that gives you access to every one of these lists that we've been talking about. If you're gonna be choosing direct mail as your marketing channel, the big thing is make sure you're sending out enough. In the NBA, you're not gonna get a lot of three-pointers if you're only shooting one a game. The one that makes the most three-pointers are the ones that shoot the most three-pointers. Steph Curry, one of the greatest in the NBA history, right? The guy makes the most because he shoots the most. Same thing here. Direct mail is not going to work if you just send out one a week. You're going to have to send out what I would suggest right around 2,000 mailers a week. That's enough to start getting those looks, right? Start taking those shots so that you can get a ton of people calling you back, so you can start to sift through those that aren't interested to get to the ones that are interested. Again, 2,000 mailers a week. Hey guys, before we move on to the fourth and final marketing channel, the one that I'm excited to share with you because it brought in the most revenue to our company last year. Before you do that, if you can hit that subscribe button, also hit that bell so it alerts you when we set out fresh new content. But ultimately, if you can be a champ here and share this content with a friend at this time. Now let's get ready and let's go over to our fourth and final marketing channel. The fourth and final marketing channel is web marketing, or what other people call digital marketing. And it really encompasses 3 different areas when we're talking web marketing. The first one is PPC, or pay per click. Hey guys, when you're on Google and you're just searching some keywords or some terms that you're looking up that you want to learn interest, that you have interest in, you want to find more about, what you can do is just simply type in a term, and usually the first 3 or 4 spots up top, those are people that have paid for those positions. That is pay per click. Those are the ones that are saying, hey, when someone searches key terms like sell my house fast, or sell my house for cash, or buy my home as is, there's so many different keywords when dealing with investors. You want to be able to own all those keywords so that when people start typing those in, you're gonna pop up in one of those first 4 spots. Now guys, with PPC, these are the hottest leads. Again, these are not you reaching out to someone like direct mail or cold calling or self-generation. These are people searching you. They're the ones that are looking for those keywords. Hey, I need to sell my house fast. And all of a sudden they see your company. That's a hot lead. And because it's a hot lead, it's also the fastest to close. Meaning from the moment you start talking with someone to the moment it closes is the shortest time. Direct mail, a little bit longer. Cold calling, even longer. But PPC, really quick. It's not unheard of. In fact, we have multiple cases where we get someone filling out a web form saying, hey, we want to sell. We call them that same day within 10 minutes or less, and we have their home under contract within hours of that first initial contact. The second one is SEO, or search engine optimization. Now guys, what the heck is that? Again, when you're Googling some of these terms and you're starting to look up stuff, the first four we talked about, those are the ones that are paid, but the ones under that are the ones that are organically there because they have great work done on their website and they've been able to do things that's relevant. So Google's saying, oh my gosh, besides these paid people, this person's really relevant. They have a ton of Google reviews. They have a ton of people that really are liking what they do. And because of that, they bring you up on the organic side, the search engine optimized side. And so you don't have to pay for that space. Now, search engine optimization, how do you get into it? When we first got into this, guys, we were like on the 100th page. So when people are looking for us, they're never gonna click through 100 page and say, oh, well, let's check out this company. This looks like a good one. No, rarely do people even click onto the second page. So the goal is to get to the first page. Now, this is gonna take time. It doesn't happen overnight. This is something that we didn't wanna manage in-house. We knew nothing about PPC, but we knew the value behind it. So a guy that we pay, it's a third party, we pay about $1,000 a month. And what he does is he maintains our SEO. He's the one performing, doing all the things. And within about 9 or 10 months, he had us on the first page in many of those keyword search. So not the paid stuff, organically. So there are individuals, in fact, my wife being one of them. She doesn't like the paid ads. She likes the people that are organically up there by themselves because that speaks higher than the people that just have a lot of dollars and pay for it, even though those are the most clicked. These ones, for most people, are also the ones that they only click. They don't want the paid ads. They want the people that are organically the greatest companies out there. So guys, when looking into SEO, it's more of an investment. It's not something that's a quick ROI like PPC. Yes, you're gonna pay more for PPC than SEO, but it's a quick return on your money. Where SEO, it's kind of like life insurance. It's one of those things that you're playing the long game for. It's one of those things that it's gonna take time to pay off. But once you get on that first page, guys, this has been something, again, we pay about $1,000 to maintain our SEO. Now that we're on the first page, in fact, we're probably number one in most categories. What happens is that $1,000, let's times it by 12, we're spending 12 grand a year. That $12,000 brought over $320,000 of business to our company. So it's one to definitely invest in, but understand that it could take time because you could be much like us on the 100th page and it takes 9, 10, 11, 12 months to get you to that first page. All right, the last one for web marketing is Facebook. Guys, this is a powerful, powerful channel to retarget people. I don't really like it for the front end, the ads that are going to cold traffic. But what I do love it for is, let's say someone's Googling the terms and they say, sell my house quick or as is, and they come across your paid ad or your search engine optimized website because you're doing good things. They come across those, they click on them, they're at work and they're like, man, looks like this company can buy my home as is. This is awesome. Then all of a sudden their boss comes in and they're like, shut down, right? And they exit, they get out of it. They don't want their boss to know they need to sell their home for quick or that they're not working on their job, so they exit out. Well, here's the thing. Because they visited our website, we now know how to put our ads in front of them at a much cheaper rate. So Facebook is really good for a word called retargeting. And that's where, have you ever looked up something like you're looking up your Nike shoes or you're looking up whatever your favorite thing out there, and maybe later on during the day or for the next week, all of a sudden you open up Facebook and you're like, son of a gun, those are the same shoes I was looking at 3 days ago. Or, oh my gosh, how does Nike know I want these shoes? Well, they know because you visited their website and now they're retargeting you for pennies on the dollar. So we love Facebook. But guys, at the end of the day, web marketing brought close to $1.4 million in gross rev to our business. And we love not any just one, but we love when all three of them are working simultaneously at the same time because they all have value, they all have power, and they're always helping drive our revenue up so that we can be more profitable with wholesaling real estate. All right, guys, as my gift to you, down below in the description, I've included a bunch of links that allow you to get access to the softwares, the tools, the list providers, things that hopefully will add value to you guys so you can just get out of your own way and get out there and start doing deals in as little as 30 days. Click on those links and enjoy.